7 months after that massive fire at the Smitty supply facility in Tangipahoa Parish, newly released lab reports now show high levels of so-called forever chemicals in water that's tied to the site.
Those chemicals have been associated with health risks and can remain in the environment for years. Investigative reporter Cassie Sherm explains what was found, and Cassie, the questions that remain.
These lab results show chemicals going off the site, through the water, into the environment. Now, we've been asking questions from state and local officials about what's the impact of this, but getting answers has not been easy. Long after the fire in Roseland, the fallout may still be moving through the water. Lab reports show long-lasting chemicals called PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, in stormwater tied to Smitty's supply site. Every sample shows contamination. Some levels were thousands of times higher than federal guidelines, including one that was more than 3,000 times what is considered safe. Smitty Supply says the contamination likely came from firefighting foam used during the blaze, but data shows that these chemicals are also found in industrial materials. Testing found at least 24 PFA compounds leaving the site. That water drains into Tangipahoa River and towards Lake Pontchartrain.
Matches the fingerprint of the exact same chemicals. I'm not only finding in the ditches outside the Smitty's fence, but those ditches flow through a drainage network.
Environmental expert Scott Smith says even though more than 13 million gallons of contaminated liquid have been removed, those chemicals do not break down and could be toxic.
We've got clear forever chemicals flowing in that river, and they don't go away. They build up in fish tissue, they build up in seafood. Every human's different, but, cancer and a whole host of issues.
Questions are now raised on why the samples were collected as early as October, but were not released until March.
I did a FOIA request, and that's how I found that December 4th report. January 13th, I got that. The information needs to be transparent and turned around immediately.
We reached out again to Tangipahoa Parish President Robbie Miller following this new information. In previous reporting, Miller told us to direct our questions to the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality. We've also been requesting an interview with LDEQ for months. So far, no interview has been granted. We also requested an interview with Smitty Supply. The company declined. So we tracked down the owner outside a separate court appearance trying to get answers.
Would you like to say anything, sir?
And the fallout is also playing out in court. Neighbors have filed lawsuits against Smitty Supply claiming the contamination has impacted their property and health.
It is like a combination of the BP spill and the East Palestine derailment, and it is unprecedented. And the explosion and fire may be out, but the contamination, the chemical contamination, is ongoing. This event is far from over.
As the story keeps unfolding, we'll continue to press for more answers. Reporting here in Roseland, I'm Cassie Sherm, WDSU Investigates.
And right now on our WDSU app and WDSU.com, we have a look for you at the lawsuits and the lingering impacts since that Smitty's explosion.